What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NBA, talking NBA playoffs, but really more so a different non-basketball related type of topic. I want to talk about Skip Bayless, and I made a video about this way back when, I don't know, a couple months ago, but I wanted to revisit it, or even more so than that, go more in depth about Skip Bayless and his notorious hate for LeBron James. So everybody who has ever watched Skip Bayless' shows, by the way, he used to be on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. He is now on Undisputed with Shannon Sharp. And I am a Skip Bayless fan. I know that sounds crazy because I know Skip Bayless is a troll, but it's not a fan in the sense that I take his word for gospel. I know Skip is blasphemous at times and he trolls a lot, and his opinions tend to be very flagrantly hypocritical or wrong. But for pure entertainment purposes, I will say I like Skip as a fan. But this hate for LeBron James, it's always been interesting to me. And so what I want to talk about is why I think Skip Bayless has this hate and the real reason behind this hate for LeBron James. So again, back to the point here. If you watched the show before, you know Skip Bayless is notorious for hating on LeBron James, taking credit away from LeBron, basically bashing LeBron any chance that he gets. And my thing is, why does Skip hate LeBron? So first thing, if you watch Skip Bayless, there's a couple things that he really values in sports, but the biggest thing by far that he values over anything else, and he has coined this phrase, he has turned this into a phrase for himself, is being clutch, okay? And not just being clutch, making the clutch shot, okay? Especially in basketball. In football, it's the clutch pass or clutch catch, but whatever. But in basketball, it is the clutch shot. So, case in example, last year in the NBA Finals when LeBron had that clutch block, because you can have clutch defensive plays on Andre Iguodala, Skip was making the point that the shot by Kyrie Irving was so much more clutch because it was a shot, because it was Kyrie Irving. Obviously, he was trying to take credit away from LeBron. But point being is, Skip is so obsessed with this ability to, come through in the clutch that he has coined the phrase clutch gene, if you guys haven't heard of it. And so a lot of times in LeBron's career, early in his career, Skip Bayless would focus on the fact that LeBron James, because he couldn't close games, all the stats say LeBron James is a perfectly fine closer, by the way. If you look up the numbers, you'll see that. Skip used to say that he can't close, so he's not, as great as people make him out to be. But the funny thing was, as LeBron James's career progressed, he got so good, so much better, that Skip Bayless basically had to admit that he is the best player in the NBA. And he does admit it because he does not want to sound blasphemous. But if you ask Skip, put a lie detector to him, it takes so much out of him to say that LeBron James is the best player in the NBA. And even when he does, he will use that as an excuse to sort of deflect all the blame on LeBron, that he's the best player in the NBA, so he should have won this game, that game, and everything else. But with that being said, that's really one of the biggest things, okay? So the fact that LeBron James isn't clutch to him, and he's comparing him, of course, to who else? Michael Jordan, which I will get into very shortly, but that is the point that I'm trying to make. So now let's get to MJ. So Skip Bayless has been covering sports for quite a long time. He's a pretty old guy, something like 64, 65, I believe, or maybe could be a year or two younger than that, but he's been covering sports for a very, very long time, and he's been all over the country in terms of covering sports, and one of his stints was in Chicago in the back end of the three-peat for the Bulls. So he covered MJ and the Bulls, I believe, in 1997 and 1998 for their last championship run. And so he got to be up close with Michael Jordan. So Skip has already come out and said Michael Jordan is his favorite athlete of all time. He doesn't think anyone is as clutch as MJ. I'm wondering if he changed his opinion with Tom Brady recently, but I think MJ. But for sure in basketball, MJ to him is the gold standard. So he's a big MJ fan. And what is MJ known for? Clutch shots. And so that's the thing he tries to take away from LeBron James. And the funny thing is now with the NBA playoffs going on, he is so ready to crown Kawhi Leonard as the best player, that it eats him alive. The fact that Kawhi Leonard isn't the best player in the NBA. Kawhi Leonard might be the best defender in the NBA. He might be the best two-way player in the NBA, but he is not the best player in the NBA. That is clearly LeBron James. And any good game Kawhi has, Skip comes out and says, there you have it. Kawhi is the best player in the NBA. So it's really a culmination of, one, he doesn't think LeBron's clutch. Two, he doesn't want LeBron to reach Michael Jordan status. LeBron James is on pace, guys, to break every single stat in terms of playoffs, in terms of playoff points, rebounds, assists. I'm pretty sure he's going to pass MJ in all of those. Then you take regular season, he is definitely going to pass MJ in points, probably in rebounds, assists as well. I don't know about blocks and steals. I'll have to look more into that, but probably as well. The numbers will so heavily favor LeBron James by the time that his career is over that we will make the argument that, honestly, besides rings, and I know that is a big part of it, and LeBron's career is still not over. He's got 3 championships. He could add multiple more. Besides rings, stats-wise, LeBron is better than MJ. That's what we're going to say at the end of LeBron's career, because it will be a fact. And that is something Skip Bayless, I don't think he'll be able to fathom that, and it will be crazy for him because he knows that statistically people will make that argument. So basically you take into account the fact that he doesn't think LeBron's clutch, and that's what he values the most. The fact that he covered MJ and he was close with MJ, he knew him, and he was never that close with LeBron. And then you take into the fact that he knows that LeBron is by far and away the best player in the NBA, and also the fact that LeBron will pass MJ in all of the statistical numbers. It all boils down to why Skip Bayless, in a way, is sort of, again, he hates on LeBron James. It's not jealousy. I don't want to say jealousy, but you see why he has such a disdain and dislike for him. What I don't get is, I'm thinking there's another backstory here which we don't know about. LeBron probably declined an interview with Skip. He probably had a bad first impression with Skip Bayless. He said something to Skip when they met, and Skip has been holding a grudge with him ever since, because to me it makes no sense. Skip Bayless hating LeBron James, outside of, like I said, these are the things that I see for him not liking LeBron, but there could always be a backstory like I mentioned here. But it's just interesting to me, folks. Look, I just take it for what it is, because I know Skip so badly wants LeBron to fail, and every time LeBron James succeeds, it makes it even better and better and better. And when LeBron wins more rings, it will be to the point where Skip Bayless will have no choice but to admit it, just like how he had no choice but to admit that LeBron's not the best player in the NBA, and he's been the best player in the NBA. Now, am I saying that LeBron will pass MJ? No. In numbers, he will, but overall legacy, he probably won't. He could, but he probably won't. But that doesn't take away the fact that he will get close, and people will be able to make that argument. Hell, they're already making the argument right now. So that is what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Why does Skip hate LeBron so much? These are my reasons. Leave a comment down below why you think Skip Bayless hates LeBron James. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.